What's up, internet? Welcome to Weirdo Reviews. I'm Jonathan Sim, your favorite movie weirdo, and it is time for a ranking. Okay, so just to get this out of the way, I have been trying to post a video for you guys for a long time. I had filmed a Frozen 2 trailer reaction, I had tried to film a Dr. Sleep trailer reaction, and I had tried to film a review for Men in Black International. But the thing is, I don't film unless I'm like home alone because I don't like when my family members hear the things I say. So every time that I've tried to film a video, one of them just comes home in the middle of my filming. I need to just quickly pause so that they don't know what I'm doing. That might even happen today. I don't even know. So I don't think you guys are going to be getting a trailer reaction for Frozen 2 or Dr. Sleep or a review for Men in Black International. But today I'm going to be trying to film a ranking for all 4 Men in Black movies. So without further ado, here we go. Coming in at 4th place is Men in Black 2. Now I was a little bit disappointed by this sequel because I actually loved the first Men in Black, and this movie seems to be trying too hard to recapture the magic of the original, and it just kind of fails to do it, mainly because of a lot of missteps, because they completely undo the emotional ending of the original Men in Black. They put L back into the morgue and they made K, regain his memory, and I didn't like that. I thought that K had a really good conclusion at the end of the first Men in Black, and I didn't like how this movie kind of just reversed that, just so we could have J and K together again. I also really didn't like the villain in this movie, who was it's just... Because the first one had this really great villain with all of this great alien makeup, and Men in Black 2 just has this hot girl in, lingerie who just keeps posing and trying to look as hot as possible, just like, hello, I am the bad evil person. And it just didn't work for me. I did not consider her to be very scary at all. And I think some of the CGI special effects just weren't very good, especially with that guy with one head and then the other head that comes out of his shoulder or something. That kind of looked really fake to me. I don't hate Men in Black 2 at all because I think there are some good lines and some funny moments, but it is my least favorite in the Men in Black series. Coming in at number 3 is Men in Black International. Now, I like this movie about the same amount as Men in Black 2. Honestly, for me, these movies are kind of interchangeable because this movie also had some good parts, but it also had a lot of missteps. For example, the villains in this movie are also extremely weak. And every single alien in this movie is a CGI creation. There is no alien makeup in this movie, which I really wanted to see more of. The cast is good. I mean, Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson have some good chemistry together, but I didn't like how their characters just weren't very developed in an interesting way where, we could see them kind of go head to head with each other, kind of like J and K did in the first Men in Black. But this movie does have some fun moments. For example, there's a chase scene and the scene where they're just pulling the guns out of the car and shooting at the bad guys. I had some fun with those scenes. But overall, this is a movie that just disappointed me, especially with all of their attempts at comedy, which just they all completely miss. So overall, this movie just isn't that great to me. Coming in at number 2 is Men in Black 3. Now, I'm not one of the people who actually really hates Men in Black 3. I actually really like it because I like time travel. Look at my shirt. The best time travel movie ever. The best movie ever right here. I love time travel and I love when a movie can just play with that idea. This movie does it, and it tries to make time travel its own thing. There are a few inconsistencies and some inaccuracies with the way time travel is portrayed, but I do respect them for taking time travel and putting it in a Men in Black movie, because that's a good risk. Something that Men in Black 2 and Men in Black International didn't do was take any risks. They just rehashed what we had already seen, while Men in Black 3 did something by adding something original to the Men in Black series. I think Josh Brolin did a fantastic job as a young Tommy Lee Jones in this movie. He did the voice and the mannerisms and the facial expressions perfectly. Will Smith is Will Smith is, as always, really good and charismatic as Agent J. And I like what this movie did with the story by, connecting J and K a little bit more. And this movie had a pretty good villain, so overall, I'm pretty pleased with how Men in Black 3 turned out. But of course, at number 1, we have the original 1997 Men in Black. I love this movie so much. I think it's one of the best science fiction movies ever made. This movie has hilarious moments and sophisticated comedy in this movie with a lot of brilliantly hilarious scenes, like the testing scene where Agent J pretty much just shoots the little girl, and he actually has a really good explanation for shooting the little girl. That was a really, really funny scene, and I think a lot of this movie is just really, really funny. And this movie did a good job of introducing the alien world to us and making it seem real, while also giving us an explanation of why we don't see any of these aliens, because we've all been neuralized maybe at some point in our lives. Agent J and Agent K have perfect chemistry on screen together, and Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones do really, really well in their roles. Vincent D'Onofrio gives a fantastic performance as Edgar the Bug in this movie. He is amazingly convincing as this bug in a human suit, and I really loved watching him in this movie. This movie has great sci-fi, great action, great comedy, and it does everything that it wants to do. Wow, I have actually not been interrupted throughout this whole video. Alright, I need to finish this up. Guys, what are your rankings of the Men in Black movies? Let me know in the comment section below. And did you like Men in Black International? I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't love it that much, but I want to hear what your thoughts were on Men in Black International. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe, and as always, stay weird.